Hey, it's Nicole from What Is Like VNS Life. I believe this is my fourth video. This probably should have come out 3 years ago. So I am sorry for taking those 3 years and leaving you guys hanging. I just wanted to start out with my notes and just wanted to give you a summary as to what a VNS is for those who are coming into this video before VNS 1. So a VNS stands for vagal nerve stimulator. What it does, it is surgically implanted into your chest and it is attached to an electrode that runs up to your vagus nerve, which is here. And what it does is every time your head has an aura or you feel like you're having a seizure or in a seizure, there will be like a shock that would go from the box all the way up the electrode to your head, which will kind of say in science terms, hey head, Nicole's having a seizure, vagus nerve, can you stop it? So that is what a VNS does. Um, in my case, I had my first VNS put in 2017. That was my first surgery. I spent 2 weeks in recovery. They did not turn the VNS on until 2 weeks after the surgery. Now, when I say turn it on, what happens when they turn it on is every 5 minutes for 30 seconds, your VNS will be going off. So that shock will be going to your brain. That timing and those seconds can be adjusted. So just compare it to how I am now. So back then I was 35, 30, I was 27. I'm 35 now. So it was 5 minutes when I was 27, and I'm 35 now. And I'm at every 1 minute, it goes off for a minute, I believe. So it can change. Depending on the person, it can change. Um, how does it feel like? That's the major question that people give me. Just totally fine. Um, kind of feels like something in the back of your throat is is ticklish a little bit that you really like can't get at. I've learned to talk through the shocks that last the 30 seconds or the however the interval that your doctor puts your VNS at. I've learned to talk through it, and you'll most likely hear during this video the different my different voices that I have. Another thing that is very important is this magnet, where is it? That is given to you with your vagus nerve stimulator. So when you have an aura before a seizure or you're in a seizure and someone is beside you, or you're in a seizure or right after a seizure, you can take this magnet, swipe it over your VNS. What will happen is that 30-second period that it shocks it'll send a shock to your brain. That 30 seconds with the swipe will be 1 minute so that your brain gets that extra 30 seconds of I need to stop you type of thing. That's the best way that I can describe it. Um I wrote some stuff down. Let me just see what is next on my list. So, okay, so let's change subjects from when I originally got my vagus nerve stimulator to when I got my battery changed. So, you, so this runs on a battery, and battery life, it will be shown on the iPad that is used with when your doctor checks it. When I was at 25% in 2021, my neurologist told me I needed to start seeing my neurosurgeon because the battery life, so 25% is the battery life. So I only had 25% left of battery in my VNS. So I needed to see my neurosurgeon so we could come up with a plan to change out the box, like this part. So whenever you change it, whenever you take the VNS out, the electrode from here to here, I'll show you a bit. That's it. This will always stay. This comes out when the battery is down and needs to be changed. What my doctor does, what he did was he kind of cut on the scar line, took it out, put the next one in, plugged it in, and it was that. So it wasn't as bad as when I actually got the VNS put in 2017 the first time. Um, but the only difference was when he changed the battery and I got the second one, he turned on the VNS during surgery. So when I came out of the surgery, I was feeling the shocks. Um I was feeling the shocks. So the first time when he put it in, I waited 2 weeks and then I went back in, and then they started with 5 minutes off, 30 minutes on. Um, so they gave me a 2 week kind of break, get over the pain, get the scarring on. Um, so that was the only difference, and that really didn't bother me because I already knew how it was gonna feel like. And yeah, so the other thing I wanted to touch on, and I think I touched on this in one of the other videos, but just to reiterate, a couple things that you will experience. So some people, when they're trying to figure out if they actually want a VNS in the first place, the two things that come into mind are how is it going to feel like and how big are the scars going to be. Now, how it feels like during those 30 seconds that you do get a shock, for me, because mine is so often, I do get a little twitch in my neck. For those people who are just getting their first VNS, you're not going to feel that. It's just going to feel like a small little tickle in the back of your throat. This is a little hint to help. Have some water during that period of time. It helps. I want to say lubricate, but it helps lubricate your throat during that time. Just a little hint from someone who's had a VNS. Um, and then the scars. So when I got the first one, I had a scar right here. My neurosurgeon put it in the fold of my neck so you can't see it. And then there was this one here, which is about 2.5 inches long. And then there's a little bump on my chest right around here, which is where the box is. Now, this box it's not big at all. It's smaller than a post-it note. Um, it's just so close under the skin that that's the reason why it pops up. I thought before the surgery that it was going to bother me more than it actually bothers me now. And I thought the scars would bother me more than they actually bother me now. And I will give you an example about that. So these past 3 years that I haven't been, that I didn't videotape a video, I actually got engaged. I got married, and um, my wedding dress, I showed my both of my scars, and I wasn't embarrassed. I wasn't nervous. I didn't try and use makeup to cover it. For some reason, right when I saw the scar after my first surgery, it just completely went out the window in my head that a scar was there. It's it's part of me. Remember, the song "Scars to You're Beautiful"? That's what you have to remember. You're beautiful even though you have your scar. A scar is a memory, is a story. And speaking about a story, those who think that no one will accept you, it is possible. I'm married and I am one person who, before I met my husband, thought that I would never be married because no one would ever accept my seizures, what you needed to do for the seizures. But my husband, he's a blessing to me. He is a blessing. So, in conclusion to this video, seizures do not define you, even though some people watching this may think that they do, and that is okay. But you will get there. They don't define you. People will accept you, and it is possible. So keep that positive attitude. Message or comment down here if you have any questions or comments, and I will get to them as soon as I can. It will not be 3 years. Hope you have a good day, and I hope this video finds you well. Bye now.